invited to the zoning board of April 22nd, 25. My name's Marty Akins. I'm the chair. This is Vice Chair, Mr. Chin. Board members, Mr. Himmel, Mr. O'Brien, Mr. Frankel. My clerk right here, our clerk, I'm sorry, Mrs. Griffin, and behind me is Director, Mr. Conlon. If you get a cell phone, could you please put it on vibrate or silent? If anyone's going to testify tonight, you have to raise your right hand and stand up. Mr. Chin, if you could. If anyone's going to testify,
If you're going to talk, get up.
if you're going to talk or testify, stand up.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in the matters now in hearing? Yes. Thank you.
She didn't say I do.
Go 133 Darrow Street, Mr. LaRoche.
Waive the reading of the minutes.
Oh, yeah, wait, one second, go ahead. You're up. Go ahead.
Mr. Chair, move to accept and waive the reading of the minutes for the regularly scheduled meeting of March 25, 2025.
Second.
On the motion, seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, so moved. ZBA 25-7, Aaron Galvin for petitioner and owner for special permit floodplain. And finding to remove the existing deck, construct a one-story flood-compliant addition in its place in the premise 133 Darrow. We already heard the testimony, we looked at it, and I was gonna find out about your driveway.
Yes,
The
Mr. Chair.
driveway, I guess you've been parked there 17 years?
Yes.
16.
16.
All right, so you got 4 more years, and then you can file to own that, all right? So keep that in mind, what you're gonna do. I'd say to the board, he did everything we asked him to do. He let us look into that for the driveway. They've been parking there 16 years. The people before him have been parking there 10 years. The property, there's a little sliver of property there. They have a $100,000 lien on it supposedly. They haven't paid their taxes, whoever owns it, in the last few years. So I talked to the director, and he says eventually they'll just take the property. So, I mean, this is the back of the house, it has nothing to do with their driveway. I just wanted to know, how'd we get in that position of not having the whole driveway being his? So I recommend that we approve this.
I have no questions.
No questions.
Yep, I'm good.
Have a motion, please.
Yes, Mr. Chair, in ZBA 25-7, Aaron Cavan, petitioner and owner for a special permit / FPOD, finding and variance to remove the existing rear deck and to construct a one-story flood-compliant addition in its place on the premises numbered 133 Darrow Street, Quincy. I move to accept the petition.
Second.
On the motion, seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, so moved. Thanks.
Thank you very much, appreciate it.
Further on to tonight's agenda. Stephen Colby, 25-9, petitioner and owner for finding variance special permit, FPOD for a subdividing the parcel, build a duplex on the vacant lot in the premises 56 Meadow Street. Could I have, Counsel, you're up.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. For the record, my name is Edward Fleming. I'm here on behalf of Robert Fleming, who was here before you back in March, representing Stephen Cobble. He's also joined by his father, Stephen. This is regarding 56 Meadowbrook Road in Wollaston. Glenn Hoffman, their architect, is also here. He can talk about his plans if there's any questions related to his plans. As you know, this was presented as a request to subdivide the existing 9,600 square foot site on March 25th into 2 parcels. One for the existing home in which Mr. Stephen Cobble lives, Senior, and a secondary parcel on which Stephen Cobble Jr. was going to build a new duplex building. I think during that hearing, the board raised concerns about the size of the parcel, and the proposed duplex. By the way, I don't know, it was stated clearly last time, but the intent of this is to build a home for himself. Mr. Cobble, Stephen Cobble, lives in Quincy, works in Quincy for the city's health department. He grew up in this neighborhood in Wollaston, and he's looking to build this home for himself to live right next to his father. His sister actually is going to be moving back to the area and likely will be moving into the family homestead as well. So the plans were revised, and the new proposal provides for a much smaller single-family dwelling unit All of the setbacks that are provided on the plans actually comply with zoning. I believe there was some setback violations on the first proposal. That's been eliminated. The total height of the house will be about 3 stories in height, and the reason for that is for the garage parking on the first level. The 2 levels above will be living levels, but Mr. Hoffman built the second level with dormers. So he brought the height of the building down and certainly the massing of the building down. We think it's a great proposal for the neighborhood. In fact, I looked at all the neighbors' homes or lots in that area, and they're all very similar in size, about 4,600 square feet. These are 2 4,600 square foot lots. It gives Mr. Cobble an opportunity to stay in the neighborhood that he grew up in. So that's our presentation. If the board has questions about the architecture, Mr. Hoffman's here to answer any of those questions. The relief that we're requesting tonight, as you know, is a floodplain special permit. We're also asking for variances in order to create the 2 lots that we're creating, and for the violations that it creates via the frontage as well as lot size. That's our presentation.
Yeah, I just have one question. On the outside, what's he putting on the outside of the building?
What type of material?
I run off the GPA design. Material is going to be cementitious outside,
Okay.
as well with some cementitious shingle as well.
Okay, thank you. Anyone have any questions?
No question.
No questions.
No questions.
Thank you. You can have a seat. Does anyone want to speak in favor? Now we got a single family there instead of a duplex. First call, second call, third call closed. Nothing's changed on the reading that we have from the DPW. Is there anyone opposed or undecided? First call, second call, third call closed. I'll be voting in favor.
I'm in favor as well.
In favor.
I think it fits better than what was originally proposed.
Oh, yeah.
It's,
Nice house.
it's a lot cleaner looking and it gives you some appropriate landscaping.
Looks good.
I agree.
Have a motion, please.
Mr. Chairman, ZBA 25-9, Stephen Cobble, petitioner and owner for finding variance and special permit / FPOD to subdivide the parcel and build a duplex on the vacant parcel on the premises number 56 Meadowbrook Road, Quincy, Mass. I move to grant the application.
Second.
On the motion, seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, so moved. Thank you, counsel.
Thank you very much.
This is yours. Further on tonight's business, ZBA 2315, Chalakani, for a variance and finding to vertically expand the existing single-family dwelling, creating a 2-family dwelling on the premise number 30 Glover Ave. The applicant and representative here.
Yes, hello, good evening. My name is Chi Lakhani. I'm here to present the case. My mother lives in that house, and I'm an only child. We've been Quincy residents for the past 30 years. Since my father's passing, my mother would like to live with me. She's since moved in with me. I also currently live in Quincy. Our current house is a 3-bedroom and it's quite tight. Both my husband and I work at home. We have a young child, and we accommodate my mother. In thinking through about she would like to age in her own home, and also how we can support her in the future years, we're looking to move back to the 30 Glover Ave house unit. And we're asking for a variance for to be able to build a 2-family unit in the current location. Our plans or our hope is that my mother and her sister, my aunt, will be living in 1 unit, and then my husband, my child, and I will be in the 2nd unit. There's also a request for a second variance to build a parking lot in the backyard. We have a sizable backyard that could accommodate up to 4 parking spaces.
Now, so you're gonna pave the backyard and put dormers on there? Is that what you're gonna do, put a 3rd floor on there?
Correct, yes.
I don't know. Let's see what these guys think. Number one, I wouldn't want to see the whole, we can't be paving all these, with these small backyards, and we're paving them, fully paving them, and then
Correct.
they don't park there, they're parking out in the street. And
I
it's
believe-
not when you're living there, you're gonna live there, but someone's gonna have a two-family with 6 bedrooms forever on that lot. That's what I worry about, so let's see what these guys have to say. Any comments?
Not at this time.
All right.
It's awful tight between the corner of the house and the lot, 8.6 and then 10.9 to get back there where you want to pave it.
Yeah, you go through the gate, it's like 8 feet 6. I was there. So, and they get that L lot, so in the back, it looks like they're gonna have grass on that side, that little, so it'd be like a play lot on the side. It's a different lot. And I wish that square footage was on the whole lot going down. It would make that thing better to work with. I don't know. Mr. O'Brien?
I think it's a little much for that lot in that neighborhood. It's pretty dense up there now, and adding to that density with the school and the church. I'm struggling with this.
Yeah. I kind of feel the same way. It was
I
like,
have a
yeah,
hard
maybe,
time.
but it is. It's just, it's gonna be there forever. Once you do it, it's there forever. You're gonna have 6 bedrooms in there with a whole bunch of
I mean,
parking
I know
spaces, and
most
there's
of
gonna
them
be
up
cars
there.
outside.
I know there's a lot of tools up there, but
Yeah, there is a lot of twos up there. And that's the problem. They're all parking on the street.
I agree. I don't like paved backyards.
Yeah, I know.
So I believe the backyard, we are proposing to pave half of it for the parking, and the other half, we're putting in 2 dry well to accommodate the water runoff, and that was asked by the city
No,
engineer.
I get that, and you have to pave 3/4 of it to get back there, to get back on that, just the L lot. You gotta turn around to get in those spaces, right? And it's gonna be, yeah, so. I don't know, to vote on, I wouldn't vote on it tonight. I don't think it's a good project for the city. I don't think it's, I know it's bad because you wanna live there with your family, and I feel bad, but same time, I gotta look out for the city and what we're densifying this place. It's like, you can't park no more, there's no place to park in the city, so. Guys, any change of minds, or do we move on?
It's just awful, awful tight.
All right,
Too many,
Same.
all right.
too much asphalt.
Yeah.
We can go through the process, and you'd be denied right now, it looks, or we can just we can withdraw without prejudice for you. Maybe you can look at something else down the road. Or you can let us vote, and you can do what you want with that, too.
Do you have any?
I'm sorry, I'm the contractors. So is the parking lot too big?
It's the density of the building you're making it.
So is it possible to resize?
You got a lot that goes down and it goes to the right.
Yes, sir.
If that lot was, if you had another 5, 7 feet, 8 feet on the side, so you could get in there and get around and move easily, yeah, it's just, by the time people park in that back, they'll be out of there and they'll be in the streets. They'll say, I'm not fighting trying to get out of there at night. I'm not trying to do this and doing this. It's just too dense back there to make 6 bedrooms. And that's gonna be there forever. It's not gonna be there just when you're there. 20, 30, 40 years. It's gonna be there for the next 200 years, so. Be a different building by then probably, but,
Will we have a better chance to resize the additions, make it smaller additions? Would that-
where, in the back?
Yes, sir.
I don't
Get
know.
more parking?
It's not even that. It's not the more parking. It's just too dense. I think it's too dense for that lot. That lot's not that big.
Would it be
You
like
know, the
a,
house beside you is right in the lot line. And it goes right back. And then you get 8 feet, and that's all you got to deal with. And then you're gonna have a 3rd story on top of that with 6 bedrooms. So, 1 or 2 choices I guess you have now is to either let us go through the process and vote, and let's see what the people think, or you can withdraw without prejudice. It don't look like it's gonna pass.
So we withdraw, can we design it hopefully?
It's gonna be a different project.
sir.
It would have to be a different project. You gotta wait 2 years to bring it back.
Understand. Can we give us a minute?
Yeah, take your time.
Yes, sir.
This, just go straight up.
When I first punched in the air, there was no glove. Has to be all around. And I'm driving, I'm going, I go, wait a minute. So I pulled up the plans and I looked at the plans he draws. It said, I go, okay, I'm driving all the way down there. Oh.
Hey, lady.
It's happening. It's so clever.
Doesn't get much better.
He's Mercedes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's with me.
Yeah, it's when you vote no.
They can fight it.
Oh, the guy that does it. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I know, yeah, little. Yeah, he's fun. Right.
Did you do good?
Just keeps going.
The stake is going up right side the back.
Yeah. To get some candy. He's got a stroke.
So they're not gonna wanna give that.
No, on top of it, you got a deck back there.
Yeah, deck on top of the deck.
So you're taking up even more radius.
We were thinking of if they got rid of this, then they put the parking here. This stays green. But I think.
No, they got an addition on the back.
That's huge. That's not gonna
That's for
work.
the other, that's for 6 bedrooms too. A lot for the lot.
Look at this sacred house. I looked it up, I didn't change it. It says Ward 6.
Go back on the record?
Yes. Thank you. Yeah, we'd like to withdraw. Thank you.
Huh?
We would like to withdraw.
Withdraw. Can I have a motion to withdraw records, please?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Let's see here. ZBA 2513, Chi Lakani, owner for a variance and finding to vertically expand the existing single-family dwelling, creating a two-family dwelling on the premises numbered 30 Glover Street, Quincy, and move to allow a withdrawal of the application.
No
Second.
prejudice, yep, seconded.
Second.
On the motion, seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, so moved. Thank you.
Thank you.
Motion adjourned,
Mr. Chair, make a motion to adjourn.
second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, so moved. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.